Hello and happy May the 4th, everybody. I'm Aaron, and I wanted to do something that I haven't seen done before. I am going to go through with you today, and we are going to rate all 9 title scrolls from the Star Wars movie. We are going to start with my least favorite of all of the scrolls, and that has to be Episode 1. The Phantom Menace. Complaints have been made about the movie, talking about taxation and trade routes, and this first scroll is endemic of all of those problems. It is not a fantastic movie, although some could argue probably the best of the prequel trilogy, but this scroll was so boring that when I read it for the very first time, I felt like I was in an economics class in Star Wars high school, whatever that would be called. Next up on the list, coming in at number 8, Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. The reason I really hate Episode 3 is because it talks about Count Dooku, which is a stupid name, and a fiendish droid leader, General Grievous, which is a stupid name and was a stupid character. Is it cool that it starts off with war? Yes, I know where we're going with it. Is it cool that it mentions a separatist droid army? No, it was terrible. That is why I hate Episode 3 and Episode 3's crawl. Now you would assume because I've been hating on the prequel scrolls that Episode 2 might be next at number 7, but you would actually be incorrect. For that, I'm going to jump down to Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. The reason I don't like the Rise of Skywalker opening crawl is because Rey. They just put her name out there. Rey, boom, big, bold. It's short. I feel like, honestly, it was just kind of an afterthought. And someone was like, hey, we really need an opening crawl quick. Let's just go with it. And somebody was like, oh, I'm going to throw in the names Rey and Kylo Ren and General Leia Organa. And there we go. And I get that they put kind of like revenge in there, like Revenge of the Sith, Revenge/Return of the Jedi. That was a fun little point they made. But that is number 7, and I just don't like it. At number 6, we are going Attack of the Clones. This is a giant chunk of text that once again mentions Count Dooku, but it feels more like almost a small history lesson as we go through it, and does not leave any excitement at all for what is to come in Attack of the Clones. Next up at number 5, we have Episode 8, The Last Jedi. I actually like this because this feels heroic. This feels like, ooh, I'm getting into the action right here. I know that the Republic is being destroyed. So this is kind of the turn where I start to like the different scrolls. And at number 4, we have Episode 7, The Force Awakens. This is one that I feel was a little more interesting. It kind of told us what was going on. It needed to be a little bit more informative and hit different points of where we are throughout the universe, whereas some of the other ones feel a lot more focused on exactly one specific thing. And that leaves our final 3, which, as you've probably noticed, are from the original trilogy. And there's a reason for this. The original trilogy, in my mind, did it right. They gave you valuable pieces of information while teasing what was about to happen for the most part. So let's go with number 3, Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. The reason this is number 3 and not higher, despite the fact that Empire Strikes Back is my favorite Star Wars movie, which I know is a lot of people's opinion, but it is the best. And the reason this is number 3 is because it does pick up right after what the events of Episode 4 and lets us know that, hey, the Empire is continuing to drive the rebels across the galaxy. It also says that, yeah, the rebels have created a new base on Hoth. Evil Lord Darth Vader is sending out space probes. It does lead into the movie, of course, with the launch of all the space probes, but that feels like much more of a gentle lead into the next scene versus a here is what's going on. Boom, this is a big deal, like probes, okay, whatever. And so that means number 2 is Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. Number 1, they don't really use a lot of the large bold print except to say Galactic Empire, but they are showing us what's going on in 2 different parts of the universe. You've got Luke Skywalker returning to Tatooine. You've got the Galactic Empire building their second Death Star. And it leaves us knowing that this is going to be a monumental battle. That is a big statement as to what this movie is about. And so we end up with my number 1, Episode 4, A New Hope. And the reason I love Episode 4 is because it sets up Star Wars. It tells us what's going on, it's short, and I like this one because it leads in with Leia having the plans to restore freedom to the entire galaxy. Whoa, that is a big deal when you say, oh, I have these plans. We're jumping right into the action. These plans are important. This battle that you see at the very beginning is important, and of course, it starts the entire now 9 movie plus all the extended movie universe. And that is my ranking for the 9 Star Wars scrolls. Do you have a different idea? Leave it in the comments below. And if you haven't already, please hit subscribe and like. Don't forget to turn on those notifications for a lot more geek content coming in the future. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.